The tee off season is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, proud sponsor of golf and the official sport of the Gaia.
So we're here today at Missisaugua Golf and Country Club, and I'm joined by Dale Tallon, who you'll know as a former NHL player and current general manager of the Florida Panthers. But you might not know about Dale's prowess on the golf course, starting, Dale, with you winning the 1969 Canadian Junior Championship out in Kelowna.
Seems like just last year.
Yeah, what can you tell us about that then?
Well, it was the first year of it being medal play. I had played in 4 previous Canadian juniors, and they were all, you had to qualify, and then you played match play, and I got better every year and got older, obviously, and then when they changed it to medal play at Kelowna Country Club. And, you know, Doug Roxborough was the favorite, and I was kind of the, you know, guy coming from Ontario, and they weren't too excited about me having a chance to win the tournament. And I kind of blew the 3rd round a little bit. I blew up and had a temper tantrum, and then came back and shot 69 the last day and birdied the last hole to win. And, you know, and I went back to Kelowna Country Club a couple of years ago to try the same shot. I hit driver wedge in there in 1969, and a few years ago I hit driver 5-iron in there. So I'm not quite as long as I used to be.
In that tournament, there were a number of names that our viewers will be familiar with.
Oh, look at this guy.
Dave Barr, I believe, is one you beat. Dan Halderson is one you beat. Did you ever, Dale, seriously consider a career in golf over hockey?
I did, I really did. I love golf. You know, I love hockey, obviously, and I love golf, and I'm passionate about both of them. And, you know, I was drafted by Vancouver, and I just won the Canadian Junior Golf Championship, and they'd offered me a contract. And I used that as a bargaining tool that I told them I was going to go play golf. But you could never do the opposite, play golf and then go to hockey. I felt I could play hockey. And in 1970, I think the top guy in golf was making $100,000. And, you know, there were only 60 guys that were exempt. And it was pretty tough to do, and there weren't many Canadians that had any success. So I'm glad I chose the path I did.
You were telling me off camera about one of Canada's all-time great golfers and the influence he had on you, Al Baldy. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
So when I became a member of the Toronto Marlboros, I joined Markland Woods Golf Club because of Al Balding, and I had fond memories of Al. He taught me, you know, so many different shots and how to be creative and how to get it up and down. And on rainy days, he'd call me and say, "Hey, laddie, get your Morton Knight." That was the rain suit, and we're going to go play 54 holes in the rain, you know. And I just had great experiences with Al Balding. I've been so fortunate in this country to get to know Al Balding, George Knudson, Stan Leonard. You know, and another gentleman, Kenny Duggan at Markland Woods, helped me a lot. He gave me a putting tip, and I won the Canadian Junior using that putting tip. So I have fond memories of all the Canadian pros and my time in Canada playing golf, and amateur and professionally. Pressure's on. Now you got to hit this, what, 210 into the green? I don't think you can do it.
With you on the green already?
Yeah, you got it inside me. I don't think you can handle the heat.
I'm not a Canadian Junior champion, though.
Get your sandwich out.
Well, Dale, after you were in the NHL playing for the Vancouver Canucks, you played in some Canadian Tour events, some professional tournaments, and played in the 1970 Canadian Open too. Tell us about those experiences.
Well, I was lucky. I won the London Hunt Amateur at London Hunt that summer, and then I qualified at Sunningdale with the Rabbits on a Monday. I shot 69 and played in the Canadian Open. I had Jimmy Papping, the former Maple Leaf and Blackhawk caddy for me. Missed the cut, unfortunately. I had a tough first round. I was a little nervous, but you know, I played in some majors. I qualified for the 2003 Senior PGA Championship at Aronimink, and then a few years back, 2010, when I just got the job with Florida, I qualified for the U.S. Senior Open at Sahalee. Oh, beautiful! That's a great golf shot. Wow!
I wonder, when you played in the Canadian Open and then in the 2 senior majors, as a professional athlete, were you less nervous golfing in front of crowds, considering you play in hockey in front of tens of thousands of people?
No, I think I put more pressure on myself. I'm that kind of guy. I always try to do better than, you know, than I'm probably capable of sometimes, and I wanted to do really well and put a lot of heat on myself. It wasn't so much the nerves about. I think probably the most nervous I've ever been in a sporting event was the first tee at Sahalee in 2010. There you go. Because I knew I wasn't quite prepared to challenge those guys. Those guys are good players. That's why they're called the Champions Tour.
Oh. Dale, you clipped me.
You know, even a broken clock's right twice a day.
Nice par, sir. Thanks for joining us on Score Golf Television.
Pleasure. Loved every second of it.